Welcome back to Brazil for episode 13. We're back after a brief, well, not terribly brief hiatus from the Brazil Let's Play on the southern Brazil map. I was recording this while I was away from home on a second PlayStation that I purchased, refurbished. Oop. Close your eyes, you didn't see that pig go through there. While I was away from home, and now I'm back home and I'm just getting back to it now. Started uploading these onto YouTube. I have not actually done any new gameplay. This gameplay was recorded several months ago, and I'm just getting back to editing it now. This is a voiceover. Some of it is not voiceover in the video, but some of it will be, and I haven't seen this in several months, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what was going on when we were doing it. Anyway, we are going to get after baling the hay in this field so that we've got some hay to feed the sheep and to make total mixed ration for our increased number of cows. So we're going to get on with it. Alright, we've got Gabriel's truck, and we're going to load the bales up that we've got in the meadow here and get them moved down by our sheep enclosure so that we can make total mixed ration and feed the sheep. Well, I like that. We've definitely learned from our mistakes. Got the bales on there nicely this time. Fairly nicely. That one's jutting out a little bit. I'm not going to close the sides because that's probably just going to cause problems, but I do know that it has straps. It's just that they go underneath when it's empty. There's nothing to go over, so I did not notice them at first. So we have this gap down the middle because I kind of put the bales along the edges. So I'm wondering, in the spirit of learning, next time, if we put these bales on the side here, the narrow side, as opposed to this side, so that these bands of twine would be horizontal. If we could get 3 across instead of just 2. So that's something to maybe try next time. But pretty pleased. We got 24 bales off this area. Maybe I wandered a little wider when I was mowing it, perhaps, and that's why we got 4 more bales. But it nicely stacked on the trailer with 4 high and 2 wide. If it would have only been 20 bales with 2 additional bales, I was thinking about not even putting those 2 bales on there, but just taking them down on the forks rather than stacking them on. But then when I noticed that I had more, I went around and as I was putting them in, I noticed that we have more bales. I flexed and decided to keep stacking them on there. I thought I was done, but there was one more. I was doing a lap through the field, just kind of making sure that there weren't any more hiding in amongst the bushes, and I found one more, which got us a full load of 24. So I'm going to go kind of look around again and see if there's another one. But I think we got them all this time. But yeah, there's one hiding down here in the bush. So I guess that's one argument for plowing this area and eliminate all this vegetation so that it works a little better and we can see it. And then be able to fertilize it, as I was talking about earlier, and get better yield. But I'm one that I hate to I love the nature part of this, so I hate to cut down trees, and I think this vegetation is just so unique to this map that I just admire looking at it, so I hate to get rid of it. I'm not sure if there are other areas of the map that are quite like this, because if you look at our pasture area, there's very little of the bushes and vegetation in there as there is out here. So I don't know, probably will plow it in eventually. I mean, almost have to. You gotta keep an eye on this. See if, oh, looks like the weeds have come in. Yep. Looks like we're starting to get the weeds in here, so what we can do is we can empty the fertilizer in here out into an IBC, and we have herbicide right here in these 2 IBCs, so we can get right in there and take care of that. Let's do that now. Let's verify in the map. Yep, our weeds are prevalent in the field all the way through, which is good, because then we won't do it and then find that a small band of weeds comes in down at the bottom or something, as I described before, marching across the field. So what we'll do is we will unload the fertilizer. I'm not sure which side it's going to go to, so there we go. So fertilizer's out. We will fill from the IBC first, which should completely fill this tank, because I think it was full when I took it out. Yep. We already have the narrows on, so we will not destroy our... Gonna have to take a look at that, see if we ban it. Got a little too much in a hurry, got ahead of myself. Definitely gonna have to take this down to the shop, do a little maintenance on the sprayer afterward. I think we might have bent the tube a little bit. Let's see if it still works. It's still spraying. Looks like it's okay. So, gotta learn to be more careful. You know, it's the thing, you get in a hurry doing something, you end up getting careless and making mistakes. It's like we used to say, you know, smooth is fast and fast is smooth. When you're trying to be fast, you end up not being so smooth. So what you should try and do is to be smooth, and the speed will come. I have to keep telling myself that, because I like to floor the accelerator pedal on these tractors, and then I just end up, you know, not doing what I want. So remember, smooth is fast. Try to be smooth. The speed will come. So I think these weeds you could probably actually get with a weeder. They're young enough, but we do not have a weeder, so we're going to have to use herbicide. And that's kind of the distinction in game, is young weeds you can get out with a weeder, and then they get to a certain point where the weeder just won't work on them and you got to use the spray. So that's the benefit of having the sprayer over the weeder, because the spray will always work. The herbicide will always work, but the weeder won't always work. But you got to pay for the herbicide. You don't have to pay for the weeder because it's mechanical. And I just noticed interesting thing with the pigs. We bought black pigs, and our pigs do not look black. seen over there. They look spotted, black and white. That's one of my few complaints about the game, is that sometimes they render in differently. Even though in your animal dialogue or your animal pens portion of the menu, it will describe them appropriately. So you get better reproduction if your animals are all of the same type, which in the base game is really just kind of the color. In Seasons, they make it the different breeds. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry about that. I got a little cough. I was outside earlier shoveling snow from the end of the driveway because the plow came by and piled up all the snow from the street at the end of the driveway. So I was out there scooping that off, making the entry into the drive a little easier. For whatever reason, it looks like the snow kind of drifts in the street because it's kind of on the top of a hill. And when the plow comes by, it'll just pile that up in the driveway. Now, I'm not talking about the game right now, if you didn't get that. Alright, so I'm going to set a worker off to get this. I hope we get good coverage. I'll hop out when we get to the end here so it won't cause them to slow down, hopefully. I did not hire a worker, did I? I just had it on cruise control and was cruising along. I was like, when is he going to turn? Oops. Alright. I'll send him down here. Got out of his way. Hopefully don't miss any. Looks like, oh, we didn't miss any. Take a look at the map quick. Sometimes when it's just a small bit that you miss, you don't even really notice. Looks like I missed some down there. I'll have to get that after he's done. Okay, so let him carry on with that. And I will relocate the truck down by the bales. I don't think I'll unload it just now. Just because I don't feel like it. Oh, there we go. I'm going to take a look carefully at the sides. That one. Okay, make sure it's all the way down. It is all the way down. Okay. Looked like it was a slight angle before. Alright, I'm not going to mess with those again. Yeah, I don't like that gap in the middle. But 'tis what it is. Next time we'll try and stack them on the edge there and see if we can get 3 across. That is, if Gabriel lets us use his truck again next time. I have seen that there is a similar truck available. It's a different model. Maybe I'll see if we can purchase. Looks like it's a little laggy right there. Not sure why. Gotta remember to call and have them pick that livestock trailer up before I forget again. End up having to pay another day on it. Chickens are producing eggs. We've got one carton in the container over there, shipping container. This one's filling up. We got one more cardboard carton to put out here, and then we could throw them in the back of the pickup and take them to market. I think, well, yeah, don't know where the best price it will be. I'm sure it does change. Oh. Caught up in the fence there. I don't think he's gonna move. Cows. I wonder if that's just a characteristic, a trait of the Indian cows, where they just walk in front of traffic. You always see them doing that. Sheep lost down here. Let's see, I should park it where I can get at it from both sides. Although I probably could reach across with the front end loader and get it all the way across, but I guess put the cab even with the pen there, then we got enough room to drive behind it with the tractor here. And then we can unload these bales, stack them in here. We got 24. I don't think they'll all fit in here. We got, what, 8 in here now? Can I get 2? I don't know if I can get 2 more. Because of the poles. If I can get 2 more in there. 2 more stacks. I can definitely get 1. But I've got what? I've got 3, I got 6 stacks. That would fill one of these, I think, completely. So 1, I can fit 4 in here and then 2 more. Maybe along here, pull the trailer out so I can maneuver around and then put it back afterwards. So like 2 stacks in here and 6 in this one. And we are set for hay for a while. So we got a small pile of straw and 5 silage bales. So that'll give us 5 wagons, feed wagons, full of total mix ration before we need more silage. And the field's got barley in it, so we'll get straw off of that. And then we should be good for making TMR and for... Is that a black sheep? See, I didn't have any black sheep. I had all white. And they just rendered in whatever they wanted. Brown, black, white. But the sheep and the cows, they just kind of wander wherever they want. That is kind of the challenging thing about building anything in here. For example, the workshop down here. That did not come on the map. I placed that. It's a mod. And you'll notice the cows just kind of wander right up to it. And in and around it. And sometimes through it. Manure pile. Now the cows are making slurry. But I have not seen any, what seems like any presence of slurry. Around the cows, so we have more slurry than we have manure, actually, at this point. Still have our 18 cows, next animal in. Not a very high reproduction rate on those. Chickens, up to 67 with our roosters. Pigs 13, sheep 10. Okay. Well, let's go up to the field. Straighten things up and get ready for whatever happens next. Probably look for a contract, I suppose. Early afternoon, so we've got much of the day ahead of us still. You're supposed to be black pigs. Where'd he end up? Did he end up down at the bottom? Usually he always ended up at the top, but nope. Gonna be down at the bottom this time. Looks like he got it all. Nope. Got one right there. See if it shows up on the map. Not really, but I gotta go get that strip across the bottom anyway. Alright, I get it. Oh, you did see that one. Yep, okay, I think we got it all. What I'll do is, I said we were gonna do some maintenance on this sprayer. Got to check that tube, make sure we didn't bend it, make sure it's all good to go. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm here, I'm gonna top it up with liquid fertilizer, then we're gonna run down to the shop and take a look at it here. Also, we are done fertilizing and spraying our field, so I can take the narrows off the Valtra. So I will. So that one. There we go. Alright, let's clean this thing up before we work on it here. Business end of the cow there. Alright, so which, it was this one, huh? Yeah. Looks alright. So make sure it's all good to go there. Sit over there and we will take the narrows off the Valtra. I think we had wides and weights on it. Yes. There we go. Let's go put the sprayer away. Now that it has been serviced. And it will be ready for its next use. I suppose what I could do is look at planters. Do need to get a planter. Let's put the sprayer here. Right there. this down the hill too. Clean it up. Do need to get some fuel at some point. Be nice to have a fuel tank here at the farm, so we wouldn't have to go all the way down the hill. Have to look into that, getting the fuel tank put in. Then contract to have them come refill it, so I wouldn't have to do that. Also, be one less thing to worry about. Oh, it's a state. A little muddy, a little dirty. Clean her up here. And with that, we've come to the end of another episode. Thanks for tuning in, coming back and joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Come visit us again here in Brazil. Thanks for watching.